Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? It's getting to be very exciting, isn't it? I brought our Advent wreath back because you remember there are 4 candles, 3 purple and 1 pink. And do you remember when we first started lighting them, I told you we would do the pink one on the 3rd week. Well, they did that this Sunday, and that means Christmas is getting very close. Jesus' birthday is coming. So today we're going to light the purple, then another purple, and a pink candle. So let's get those all ready for us. Okay, here we go. 1 purple. There we go. And our second purple. And now we are adding our pink candle. There we go. All of the candles, oh, that pink one got very big. There you go. We have all 3 candles lit because we are now in the 3rd week of Advent. Let's say a little prayer now that our candles are lit. May we, your children, who look forward to the birthday of Jesus, experience the joy of celebration and love and thankfulness. Amen. Aren't they beautiful? One more week to go, boys and girls. Today, as Christmas gets nearer, I'm getting very excited, and I know you must be too. We see that the candles are lit. Those of you who are working on an Advent calendar, I'll bet many of your doors are open and decorations are going up everywhere. And at night, if you take a little walk or look out your window, you'll even see some of the decorations that are all lit up outside too. We've been talking about the birth of baby Jesus in his stable very far away in a town of Bethlehem. Today, boys and girls, I have a very special book that I hope you will enjoy with me. The name of it is Santa's Prayer, and it is written by Tom Roberts. Let's take a look. What do you think Santa would pray for? We all pray. Let's see what Santa's prayer would be about. It was on Christmas Eve in a small Midwestern town. That's where we live in the Midwest. During the late afternoon, and the snow was coming down. When my sister and I had gone for a walk down the old church road to have a Christmas talk. We haven't had snow yet, but it won't be long, I'll bet. Sorry, boys and girls, these pages are very fresh. We wondered aloud about reindeer and elves, about candy-filled stockings and presents for ourselves. We talked about getting our wish list of toys, about dear old Santa, the focus of our joys. So as they're walking, they're having a little conversation, aren't they? When they're at the church, we saw a flash of red of a figure going inside with white hair on his head. We knew in an instant it was the old man himself, Mr. Kris Kringle, the great jolly old elf. We call him Santa. Some countries call him Kris Kringle. There are all different names that boys and girls have for a Santa. So we snuck in behind him to see what he would do. And we watched and we listened while crouched behind the pew. He stood there for a moment, so quiet all the while. Then he took off his hat and started down the aisle. I wonder where he's going. He walked up to the altar and knelt there in the hay, right beside the manger scene where the infant Jesus lay. He bowed his whiskered face, he closed his twinkling eyes, then he began to speak, and much to our surprise. Wonder what it will be. He prayed to baby Jesus in a voice so soft yet clear. So Sister and I moved closer to make sure that we could hear. He said, "Dear Jesus, thank you. Thank you for this night. Thank you for who you are and for your Christmas light." He's saying thank you to baby Jesus. I come to see you this Christmas with a concern on my mind, a concern for the children and what they expect to find. When tomorrow morning comes and the gifts are handed out, will they still remember what Christmas is all about? We've been talking about that, haven't we? It's fun to get presents, but Christmas is the birth of Jesus too. I pray that you will guide me as I make my rounds this eve to bring some understanding with every present that I leave. Understanding to the children that the toys from Santa's sleigh are only fleeting fancies, rarely lasting beyond the day. I pray that you will bless me with the knowledge that I need to help all these children to not give in to greed, to recognize that Christmas is not all about me or pretty wrapped packages placed underneath the tree. I pray that they'll remember that you're the inspiration, the true reason for the season, the Christmas celebration. You're the star of the Christmas time and should be throughout the year. You are the one who deserves the praise, not just old Santa here. I am just your servant, helping however I can to remind all the children of the gift you gave as man. Your life and your love and the example you have shown are gifts that will last forever, long after they are grown. He has a beautiful prayer, doesn't he? So help me, dear Lord, help me make it clear to all the world's children that you're the focus here. I pray that they'll be thankful and feel your love within and share the joy of Christmas and let hope spring forth again. It was then Santa paused and grew silent for a time, when suddenly from above we heard the church bells chime. Taking a deep breath, Santa raised his burly head and ending his humble prayer, this is what he said. Well, dear Jesus, it is time. Old Santa now must depart. But I'll be thinking of you always, and I'll keep you in my heart. Then opening his eyes, Santa rose to his feet, and with a glow on his face, he walked to the street. He left the church now. Sister and I stood silently watching him leave in awe. Then we turned to the manger scene where Jesus lay in the straw. We looked at one another. We didn't know what to say. But when we saw the little babe, we felt like we should pray. So now they're going to kneel down too. So we knelt down beside him, unsure of what to do. Then we remembered Santa and said, "Dear Jesus, thank you." So you see, boys and girls, Santa went to say a prayer too. I brought something from my tree today. This is called, it's a special ornament called the Praying Santa, just like in our story. Do you see baby Jesus right there in the manger? And Santa is saying his prayer. I hope, boys and girls, that when Christmas comes, you'll remember some of the things that we just learned about in that story. Presents are fun, decorations are fun, but we need to remember and understand that it's about Jesus and his birth coming here to earth to help us. So boys and girls, enjoy those special presents. Enjoy your family and all the good food and fun you'll have. But remember the true reason for our Christmas season. And next week when I join you again, we will light our final candle, our fourth candle on our Advent wreath. Until then, boys and girls, think about all the wonderful things that we are all blessed with and say a prayer just like Santa did. Won't you try that? Thanks, boys and girls, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.